Wisconsin heads to Minnesota. Minnesota, a 2.5-point home dog. Total of 42 on this one. And it's at 2:30 p.m. Central Time on FS1. Let's pull up some numbers. Let's take a look and see if it'll ever switch over. Full season would have Wisconsin favored by 9.1. Excuse me for the coughing. Minnesota on the season, number 122 PPA margin. Wisconsin, number 58. I always like to look at these kind of things. The fundamental stuff, it can sway a game. Turnover margin, Minnesota's number 31. Wisconsin, number 74. Penalties per game, Minnesota is number 2. I mean, that is a disciplined, well-coached team. Only commit an average of 3 penalties per game. Wisconsin is number 57. So they're middle of the pack, somewhere around there, but 2.7 more penalties per game than Minnesota does. That's wild. Absolutely wild. Minnesota, number 6 in offensive red zone conversion percentage. But on defense, they're number 132 allowed. This defense has been just this year. Number 91 PPA per pass allowed, number 99 PPA per rush. The defense has not been there. And obviously a lot of players have changed over and whatnot. Let's look at the last 4 weeks, because that's a better indicator of what this Wisconsin team has become. Wisconsin, number 96 PPA margin over the past 4 weeks. Minnesota still down there around number 118, so that's not good. The strength of schedule, significantly different here. Wisconsin, number 73, and Minnesota, number 14. I find that interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that's... I'm sure you can tell, if you're listening to this, that I am very perplexed at that. I don't know why I didn't see that before, because I've already looked at these a little bit just to see. And again, on these, I'm not looking for like a bunch of trends and whatever else. Mostly, I'm just trying to break down stats for these games, figure out where the mismatches are. But that's different. So, regardless, this Wisconsin offense, number 102 PPA per drive over the past 4 weeks. But the defense, it's gotten worse, but they're still number 82. The defense for Minnesota has been atrocious, number 113 over the past 4 weeks. Just not great whatsoever. Minnesota has kind of made it a habit of getting up for this game and trying to embarrass Wisconsin, and they've done a pretty good job of it. But I think that this is one of those things that Luke Fickell was hired to come in and fix. They got the win over Nebraska last week. That's all well and good, whatever. They need to beat Minnesota, and I think that they will. Now, over the past 4 weeks, it's about 4 points better or so 21-17, something like that, is what the score would look like, at least according to the last 4 week stats. I think that makes sense. I think that Wisconsin really wants to win this game. So I'm going to take them to do that. Wisconsin minus the 2.5 for me, 2:30 p.m. Central Time on FS1. I like the Badgers here. I think they can get this thing done.
Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.